Good morning, everybody. It's John. I'm the Grumpy Grandpappy, and you're watching Lessons of a Grumpy Grandpappy. Before we get started, just do me a favor and like and subscribe this video. Pass on to your friends. That's a quick video today. Today's Friday. A little gloomy, but it's supposed to get nice out. It's real humid. My wife and I just got back from a walk. We did our walk around the airport, picked up 2 bags of trash from the lovely people who come by the airport. My guy that I picked up last week with the Jim Beam, he's throwing the shooters out in the same spot. There's 4 or 5 in a pile. So he's picking them up on the way home. You can tell it's getting towards the weekend, must be payday. That's enough of my rant. Hey, today's just a little video on prepping. You know, it's like yesterday's video, I talked about shopping, filling the freezer, making, prepared meals, filling the freezer. You know, with everything that's going on, the price of groceries, the gas, utilities, things are tough. So you got to start putting yourself in better positions. Get your credit card debt paid down. Don't use credit cards if you can. Pay off the balances when they come in. Live within your means for foreseeable future, because I don't think, it doesn't matter who's president, who's running the Congress, things aren't going to get better. The spending is out of control. Taxes are out of control, and it doesn't look like anybody's in any big hurry to rein things back in. And I just want to talk quick. The ads this week were pretty good. It seems like all the ads have some kind of beef on sale and chicken. Everybody's got chicken on sale this week. Thighs, legs, leg quarters, 99 cents, rump roast steaks. So are they what they were last year? They're probably a little cheaper than they were last year. Were they the year before? No, but they're coming. They're more reasonable. Now, that being said, shop your ads. Shop wisely. Again, cut out the junk foods and stuff, and just live a healthier lifestyle and get your debt paid down and do some simpler things. Go for your free concerts on the green. This is the fall fair season. Country fairs. Go to a country fair. Go to a concert on the green. Most of them are very low cost, inexpensive things to do. Have some friends to get together and just enjoy it. Now for my little rant, as you might say. It's not really a rant, but you look around, and I tell people to start preparing a little bit. You hate to say it, but there's 3 classes of people right now. There's the rich people who aren't affected at all by what's going on. They're still they still have money to do things. They still have their fancy cars, and they're going on vacations. And you get the people who tell me they're too busy to shop, and they're paying for the Instacart and having stuff delivered. They're not shopping sales. And then you have the other end of the spectrum, where it seems like everybody's on SNAP programs or the Great Card programs in Connecticut here, where they're not looking at price either, because they're not paying for it. It's you and I paying for it. And you can see that, and people get mad at me for saying this. I go into the stores, and I'm buying $40, $50 worth of stuff, buying what's on sale, and I'm watching people with $250, $300 and whip out the Great Card, and it's just, I don't know. I don't have a solution. I'm not judging people, but there's that end of the spectrum, and then there's you and me in the middle. That we have to watch what we spend. We have to shop carefully. We have to be a little bit more prudent at what we do with our money. Okay? And that's all I'm trying to. What I want you to do is think and prepare yourself. Prep a little bit. All right? This is my prepping for the now I talk about. Get your credit card debt paid off. Get your bills under control. But make up a budget. Make up some goals for the future. Save. Take 10% of your pay, no matter what it is, and save it. Right? It's hard, but once you get used to it, what I used to find the best thing to do is, we had a credit union when I was a firefighter. I used to have $500 a paycheck. We got paid every 2 weeks. $500 a paycheck from the time I got hired. $500 a paycheck went into the credit union. Okay? People said, how can you do that? Well, because from the day I was hired, I did it. So I got used to spending. You get used to spending the money you earn. So if you fool yourself and make $500 less, you won't even miss it. And did we spend the money? Yeah, but that was for emergencies. We needed a repair for the house, repair for the car. We wanted to go on vacation. We had cash in the credit union. So do that. If you have a credit union, have a direct deposit into a savings account. Just, have it there for emergencies, rainy days, for the splurges. Prepare yourself with food in your freezer, your pantries, because who knows what's going to happen this winter. There might be some storms, might be some shortages, but if you're ahead of the game, then you're not going to be running around like a chicken with your head cut off and don't know where you're going to get your next meal or whatever. Budget yourself. If you have oil heat, budget yourself for oil. This year, I mean, it's not even September and it's already $5 a gallon, which is, last year I bought it in September. I think I paid $3.25 a gallon, $3.39 a gallon, something like that. It's $5 a gallon now. It's absolutely insane. And that's just, again, like I said yesterday, that's just the oil companies gouging the heck out of us. That's all it is. All right, they're making billions and billions in profit. And if you don't believe me, look at their stock reports. ExxonMobil, Chevron, BP, Amoco, they're all making billions. Okay, and they're not making billions, out of the goodness of their heart. They're gouging every one of us. And until the governments start reining that in, it's not changing. And as long as they're lining the congressmen pockets and stuff with NGOs and PAC money, that ain't going to change. So get used to it. Budget your money. Because the last thing you want to be is what I got. Get yourself a secondary source of generation. I always have a gas and propane generator just in case. I have a couple solar generators too put away. They say get those because you don't want, and if they're long term. If it's long term, we're all screwed anyway. That's a different prepping thing. But you have something for emergency backup for a couple days, to run for a couple days. Usually in most of these areas, if you get hit, and I live near the Tweed New Haven Airport, so anything that happens around here, we're usually back up and running within a couple hours and maybe a couple days, maybe. So you have something. You have a backup food supply. Fill up that pantry. Now's a good time. Between all of the farmers markets, things like that, stock up that pantry. I had to pause for a minute there, a couple jets taking off. Stock up the pantry, stock up the freezer. Get some rices, some macaronis, put them away. Just for, you have a couple days you gotta be in, you're good. All right. Again, prepare your meals. Put some meals in the freezer. Okay. What's good about having a battery, some kind of emergency generator? You can't run your your electric ovens, electric stoves, but you can always run a microwave. All right. You can always, and the good thing about having a backup generator is all your freezers and refrigerators stay cold. You're not ruining all your food. So have some meals prepared. Have some money set aside. Always have a little bit of cash in your house, because if things go wrong, even if there's a little blip on the hacker or something, you're gonna need cash, because all the ATMs, all your this is all you millennials and all you young people, have some cash, because when the ATM machines stop and the card readers stop working for a day or two, you're screwed. Have some cash in your pocket. You don't have to have $1 million, but I always tell people have a couple $1,000s cash somewhere in your house. Okay? I always say you should have a week's pay in your house, just in case. All right? Things go down, you can handle it. That's my little prepper vision for now. Again, keep yourself prepared. No one's going to look out after you except you. So look after yourself. Make a plan for yourself. Make a plan. Keep an eye on your elderly or older relatives. Make sure that they're okay at this time of year. and make a plan, stick to it, and prep up a little bit. That's my prepping plan. It's a short term. It's what I call prepping for now. Until then, like, share this video if you find anything entertaining in it or not. People are probably going to shoot me some emails on this one. But I'm going to include my email on here. And shoot me an email. Tell me what you do to prep. And I don't mean the end of the world doomsday prep. This is prep for the short term. Okay? Until next time, this is John, and you're watching Lessons of a Grumpy Grandpappy.